This is Fashion Fridays. Every Friday, we present you with a fashion icon or topic. Today, we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Olivier Rousteing. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. Today we're revealing some interesting lesser-known facts about French fashion designer Olivier Rousteing. Olivier Rousteing was born September 13, 1986 in Bordeaux, France. He began his career in fashion in 2003 at the age of 17 as an intern with Roberto Cavalli. There, he rose throughout the ranks and soon became the creative director of the women's ready-to-wear collection, a position he held for 5 years. He then wrote to the creative director of French luxury fashion brand Ballman and asked for a position. He was hired, and less than 2 years later, he was named as the creative director of the fashion label at the age of 24, still being an unknown name in the fashion industry. Since then, he's become widely known and hugely influential with numerous celebrity fans, including all of the Kardashians, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Gigi and Bella Hadid, Beyonce, and many more. Under his direction, the Ballman brand has significantly increased in sales, brand recognition, global presence, and relevancy. We want to learn some more about Olivier because at 31 years of age, he's already accomplished what many of his counterparts in the fashion industry have taken decades to achieve. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. We're inspired by his influence, success, ambition, and lifestyle. So, it's now time to take a closer look at this celebrity designer with the 15 things you didn't know about Olivier Rousteing. Number 1. He found out he was adopted when he was 11 years old. When Olivier was growing up, he didn't really notice that his skin color was different from the rest of his Caucasian families. It wasn't an issue at all, until the kids at school started teasing him for being different. When he was 11 years old, his parents revealed to him the truth that he was adopted from a Paris orphanage when he was 5 months old. He searched for information about his birth parents when he was 15, but gave up soon after, afraid of what he might find. But he says he intends to pick up the search again in 2018. He's also said the reason that fashion is so important to him is that when you don't know where you come from, you need to show people you have your own way to identify yourself. Number 2. He's the second youngest designer ever to be a creative director at a French fashion house. Olivier's appointment as creative director of Ballman at the age of 24 was historic for several reasons. He was the youngest creative director ever in the nearly 75-year history of the company. His predecessor was nearly twice that age when he first stepped into the role. He was also the second youngest person to ever be a creative director at a French fashion house. The only younger one was Yves Saint Laurent, who became the creative director at the House of Dior when he was only 21 years old back in 1957. Number 3. He studied pre-law after high school. Rousteing's parents pushed him towards becoming a lawyer, and they convinced him to enroll in a pre-law course after he graduated from high school. Olivier wasn't particularly interested in the subject, saying he spent more time studying the boys in class than his books. He dropped out after only a couple of months and went to Paris to study fashion. He dropped out of fashion school about 6 months later because he wasn't satisfied with the quality of the teaching. Number 4. He was originally hired to be a women's wear designer at Balmain. Olivier started working for Balmain in 2009 as a women's ready-to-wear designer. The creative director at the time, Christophe Descarnens, became his mentor, and they worked closely together. 2 years later, when Christophe stepped down as creative director, the position was offered to Olivier, and in 2011, he took over as creative director, and his mentor sadly passed away in 2014. He intends to honor his legacy while he works to fulfill Christophe's dream of making Ballman a global empire. Number 5. His most expensive current design is a $20,500 embroidered skirt. Ballman is a true luxury brand, and the most inexpensive item you can buy on their website is currently a $62 60-milliliter fragrance. You can also buy $500 t-shirts, $1,500 pairs of jeans, $3,000 thigh-high boots, and much more. The most expensive of Rousteing's designs currently is a mid-length embroidered skirt with multicolored embroidery and fringe with intricate detailing. It can be purchased on Ballman's website for $20,500 plus $3,416 in tax to be shipped from Paris. Number 6. A number of people left Ballman when he was named the creative director. There was a wide range of reactions when it was announced that Rousteing would become the creative director of Balmain. Many critics claimed he was too young and inexperienced for such a position, as he had only worked in the fashion industry a total of 7 years. And that opinion was held by several people who worked for Ballman as well, and there was a mini employee exodus of sorts after Olivier's appointment. He says it was because he was young and they couldn't respect him enough to work for him. It didn't concern him, though, as he quickly replaced them with young, unknown talents who were eager for the opportunity. Number 7. He worked as a go-go dancer in a nightclub. When Olivier was interning at Roberto Cavalli, he didn't make enough money to pay the bills, so he had to take on a second job. To make additional income, he worked as a go-go dancer at a nightclub in Milan. He would go to work doing fittings at Roberto Cavalli until midnight, and then go to the nightclub, change into his dance outfit, and then dance on a plastic cube until 4:30 in the morning. He would then clean up and get ready to go back to his day job for 9 o'clock the next day. Number 8. Ballman executives asked him to delete a revealing Instagram picture. Olivier is sometimes referred to as the king of Twitter, and his followers are referred to as Ballmaniacs. He was one of the first creative directors in France to set up a personal Instagram account, and it has helped him gain a wider audience for the brand, and also sometimes gets him into trouble with the powers that be at Balmain. When Rousteing was vacationing in Mykonos, he posted a somewhat scandalous photo of himself laying nearly naked in bed. You couldn't see much of anything, but the Ballman execs asked him to remove the picture. Olivier pushed back, and the picture remained on the account. Number 9. Ballman's sales increased 25% his first year as creative director. Olivier undoubtedly brought a fresh perspective to the Ballman fashion house, and his distinctive style was evident from his very first runway show. A fashion consultant from Fendi said he had some of the most blinding, shockingly cool dresses he had ever seen, and the fact he was only in his mid-20s and was one of the only people of color to ever be named as a creative director brought him immediate attention as well. His social media presence also helped to spread his new aesthetic very quickly, and he rapidly gained the approval of some very notable celebrities who championed his work. All of this led to a 25% increase in sales the very first year of him being creative director, and although Ballman does not put any official numbers out, they have said the brand has grown about 20% over his first 3 years in the position. Number 10. He vacations in Mykonos every summer. Olivier first went on vacation to the gorgeous Greek island of Mykonos when he was 18, and he's been going back every summer since. But now he can truly partake in all the luxuries the island has to offer. He rents a large seaside villa and invites his friends to come along with him. He also rents a yacht for his yearly 2-week stay on the island, and he loves to take it a good distance from the beach so you can swim with nobody else around. To get a few other ideas of some luxurious islands you can visit, click in the upper right-hand corner to watch our video of the 10 most beautiful islands in the world. Number 11. He designed a lipstick line with L'Oreal in 2017. In September 2017, Ballman released a line of lipsticks in collaboration with L'Oreal Paris. The line was personally created by Olivier and includes 12 couture matte shades, including a purple shade called Liberation, a red shade called Domination, a rose gold shade called Confidence, and a coral shade called Confession. There's also a blue shade called Rebellion, a dark brown shade called Power, and an orange shade called Fever. Olivier said the line was an opportunity to open up the Ballman universe to those who love luxury but may not be able to afford the clothes just yet. Number 12. A documentary about his life will be released in 2019. You know your life must be pretty incredible if someone wants to make a documentary of it before the time you're 31, and Olivier Rousteing certainly is. A documentary covering his entire life, including his childhood, his struggles, the work he's done, the critiques he's faced, and his current influence in the fashion world, is currently being filmed. The same crew who filmed the 2009 documentary Valentino: Last Emperor will release the documentary in early 2019. Olivier says the film is going to be a big thing with a beautiful message. Number 13. He's the most followed French designer on Instagram. Olivier says that although his life may look perfect on Instagram, he still cries and has personal problems and gets heartbroken just like everyone else, and he admittedly sucks his cheeks in to highlight his cheekbones. But part of his role is to sell the dream and give a happy message about the brand to other people. He says he likes to keep it real, but Instagram isn't necessarily the avenue for that. He has 4.8 million followers, making him the most followed French designer on the social platform. Number 14. He worked closely with Beyonce to design her 2018 Coachella wardrobe. After his fall 2018 runway show, Olivier was approached by a representative of Beyonce and was asked to design her wardrobe for Coachella performances. The next few weeks were a whirlwind as he worked to create not only 2 distinctive sets of wardrobes for Beyonce's performances, but also outfits for the 200 stage dancers and looks for Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams, who were set to join Beyonce in a Destiny's Child reunion. He spent sleepless nights creating several pieces, including an Egyptian-looking gold cape with intricate details, a mesh mini dress and embellished yellow hoodie, and a black jacket and bodysuit. Beyonce killed it at Coachella and made history as the first Black woman to headline the music festival. Number 15. He created a virtual reality experience that will be implemented at all Ballman stores. In April 2018, Olivier opened his first Ballman store in Italy. The store, located in Milan, is the first to offer new virtual reality experiences that Rousteing designed himself. Customers will be able to wear a Ballman's special edition Oculus headset and take a journey through what it's like for Olivier to go through the creative process of designing his collections. He says his goal was for his customers to discover his personal feelings. The technology used is the first of its kind in the fashion world, and Olivier plans on rolling it out in all Ballman stores worldwide. And there you have it, Aluxers, some interesting, lesser-known facts about Olivier Rousteing. Now that you've learned some more about Olivier, we'd like to know, do you think he should continue on at Ballman or start his own fashion house? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here? Of course you are. And for being a true Aluxer, you know you get a bonus fact. Number 16. He knew Ballman had made it when he heard it referenced in a rap song. When Olivier first heard Ballman mentioned in a rap song, his first thought was, "We made it." Although the fashion house has been an established part of French fashion since 1945, it hasn't found a place in pop culture until recent years under Rousteing's direction. One of the first mainstream rappers to reference the brand was Nicki Minaj in her song Anaconda in 2014. Kanye West also mentioned Ballman in his song New God Flow, while Kid Cudi created a track called Ballman Jeans. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxer. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. If you want more, we handpicked these videos you might enjoy, or head over to Alux.com for the best in fine living content on the planet. Be a part of the largest community of luxury enthusiasts in the world and tell your story.